Hello, I'm Elaine, the Ninja Life Coach, and today we're going to talk about 3 things that you can do before a loss occurs. You know, sometimes when we are alone, we don't think about things that we can do to maybe be preventive measures in the event of a loss, especially right after we've lost a loved one, or if we maybe have had a house fire, or we've had some type of catastrophic loss. There are things that you can do to make that process a lot easier on you. And in addition to being a life coach, I also have over 25 years in the insurance industry. And these are things that I've talked to my clients about before. And these are just some of the things that I wanted to pass on to you today to do. They're simple, they're easy, and they're effective. And the number one thing that you can do is lock your doors. I know that sounds very simple, and I know it sounds like it's a no-brainer, but you would be surprised at the number of people that go to bed at night and do not lock their car doors. I don't care if you live 300 miles from civilization, you need to lock your car door. There's always an opportunity there for someone to come and steal your car. There's an opportunity for somebody to come and do vandalism. And one of the very first questions that insurance companies ask in the event of a car claim is, was the door locked? If somebody steals your car and your door wasn't locked, well, that could possibly give the insurance company a reason to deny that claim. Now, they might not, but why take that risk? If you live alone, you need to have your house door locked, all of them, your windows, everything locked up tight. And you definitely need to have your car locked if you are a woman and you live alone, because people can get in that back seat, they can hunker down, you don't see them till you get in the car. Next thing you know, you're a kidnap victim. I don't mean to do this to be, to scare anybody or to use scare tactics, but these things are really important, and they're things that we don't often think about. The next thing you can do is video items in your home that are items of value. Get your camera phone and walk around your house, and anything that's there that's really an antique or valuable or important to you, you need to pause and talk about that a little bit. If you have Aunt Susie's pie safe from back in the 1800s, then you need to talk about that, and you need to tell, what it is, the history of it, so that in the event of a house fire or someone comes in and steals some of your stuff, then you have a record that you actually own that product, number one, and number two, the worth of the product. If you have anything in your home that's valuable, get it appraised. Get it appraised and videoed. That way you have a record of it. Take the video, if you're doing like an old school videotape, take it somewhere beside your house, put it in a safe deposit box. But what I would recommend to do is just do it on your phone and then download it onto a thumb drive and give it to a family member or a friend. And don't store it at your house, because in the event of a fire, that's going to be gone. And your phone could be in the house when your house catches on fire. So you don't want to store that in your home. If you got a safe deposit box, put it in there, but give it to somebody. Store it someplace in addition to putting it in the cloud. Put it somewhere else too, so you've got a backup in case, your storage gets full and you can't access the cloud or something like that. Have a double safety net there. The last thing that I'm going to talk to you about, and this is really, really important in the event of the death of a loved one. Right now, and don't wait on doing this, do it now. Go put your important papers, put them together. Get an expandable binder and put all your important papers together in that binder. When my dad passed away, my mom had no idea whatsoever where any of his life insurance policies were. Even though I had encouraged her over the years to put that in a safe place, tell us where they were at so that we could have easy access to them. Well, she never did it. And so we were scrounging around when my dad passed. We were looking through every document that they had, trying to find his DD-213 from the military, trying to find his life insurance policies, trying to find, any type of document that they asked for, and we had no clue where they were at. So don't let that be you or your family. Do that now. Tell your family where it's at. Say, mine is in a safe place in my filing cabinet in a drawer, and my daughter knows where it's at. She knows to go to that drawer. My life policies are in there. Access to my social security cards are there. To my social security card is there. Anything she needs to know in the event something happens to me is in that folder. My deed to my house, all that stuff is in there. So in the event of a loss, you want to have everything together to make it easier on your family in case they have to, file a death claim or anything like that. I know these are things we don't like to think about, and it's often kind of depressing to think about, actually, but if we can take these few little preventive measures now, then it really helps in the event if something were to happen. And just because your important papers are all together, that makes it easier on me. I know where they're at. So if I need to have access to any of those things, my life policies, if I need to change my beneficiary, if I need to have access to the deed to my house, if I have to have access to anything like that that's important, all of that stuff is in one place, and I know where it's at. I can just go down there, grab it out of there. My income tax returns, everything is right there in that little section in my filing cabinet. So do that, and your family will thank you, and you will thank you once you've done all these things and you've prevented anything from happening to you, or if something does happen, you're better prepared. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. God bless. Maranatha.